Welcome back to JJ Central DIY channel. Today we have a 2008 to 2014 Accord 2.4 four-cylinder engine, and it's got an oxygen sensor code P0135. And what that is bank 1, sensor 1. So that is this sensor, the one in the green wire right here. So that is before the catalytic converter. And after the catalytic converter, there will be a second sensor 2 on the downstream. This is the upstream sensor. Not all oxygen sensor codes are the same. There are a few different variations of these codes. One, like 135, for example, it basically says the heating coil in the oxygen sensor is not working. So it also could mean that it's not getting the electrical supply it needs to heat the coil, which means you should also check the fuses first. For this particular car, there are few fuses you need to check. There'll be one fuse in this one. I believe it's this one for oxygen sensor and any other ECU related fuse. And then there are 3 fuses in the underneath of the car. And that would be this particular 15 amp fuse right here that controls the oxygen sensor and the ECU voltage. All right, let's move on to the second possibility, which is underneath here. If you look at the fuse box here, number 9 and 10, right here, number 9 and 10 controls ECU, and also 16, which is this one right here. They all have something to do with ECU voltage, which could potentially affect the sensor as well. So check that for test fuse. All you have to do is, put the multimeter in a continuity setting like that, right? And it'll show an open line generally. And when you touch these 2 terminals, 1 and 2, I don't know, 2 hands, so it's hard to show, but generally, you touch these 2 terminals, those little things you see here, that metal and that metal, it shouldn't show open line. It'll show 0.001 or some value for the ohms, and then it's good. Or you can physically pull the fuse and then check inside, just like this. These fuses have a little bit of metal showing on the side, transparent. You see, if that metal is continuous without a break, they're good. Okay, now that we've checked the fuses, nothing wrong with them. The only thing that could wrong is the oxygen sensor itself. If you notice, it's a new sensor, but pretty cheap aftermarket one, $20 or something, and that is not putting any voltage. However, the other one, the downstream one that came with this, is working fine. So who knows? So what I did is I bought the OEM proper one, and we're going to swap it out today. And here is the Honda's OEM part. Came in the box and everything. All right. And as you can see, this is what we're going to put in. The connector, if you notice the connector here, there's a little tab on this side, and that is the only catch you need to worry about. Everywhere else is smooth, so this is the only thing I need to undo from that terminal here and put this in. And you need an oxygen sensor socket, something like this. That is the size on this is 7/8. And I'll put all these parts in the description. Overall, it's going to cost you under $50 or $100, much cheaper than going to a dealer or a mechanic. You'll save hundreds doing this yourself. All right, let's do it. It is a little easier if you take it off this fitting. That way you can wiggle it around, turn it around, and then you can undo it. And then you can push and undo this with ease. There you go, comes off. Pins look okay. Just doesn't seem to produce voltage. Right, let's take this off. Right, the way you put the socket is you use the slit on the wire, and that way you don't spin or damage the wire. Right after that, you can break it loose or spin and however you want. Okay. After breaking loose, should be easy. A few turns, should come right. Okay, let's see. There's some serious carbon deposit even when it's, I know, brand new pretty much. Right, let's put in the new one and see. Hopefully it works. It actually looks a little different. Let's take this plastic off. If you notice, slightly bigger on the front. Just a small little design difference. Okay. Hand tight and without damaging the wires. Just one little crank. Okay, ready. Okay, that's it. Nice and snug. It's got Loctite on it, so it's not gonna come out or anything. No rattling, no cross threading, all good. So the most important part now is to make sure these connections meet with the other one properly. All right, that's it, nice and snug. The wiring is in and the sensor is in. So let's go check the code reader and see if there's voltage coming from here. Okay, just remember, if P0135 code comes, it is either the oxygen sensor itself is bad, in this case that's what I'm replacing, or one of the fuses either here or inside, or the engine control module. If that's the case, then you're in big trouble. You know, the engine control module itself, you know, costs a lot of money and may need flashing and all that. But hopefully it's just the oxygen sensor and you're able to successfully change that, just like how I showed here, right? Let's go check out the codes. All right, plugged in the reader, ran the car for a little bit, and as you can see, O2S11, that's bank 1, sensor 1, is supposed to range between negative 2.5 to positive 2.5 milliamps, and you can kind of see in idle it's doing this. Driving, rev it, goes up a little, so that's ranging properly. Same thing with the second oxygen sensor, bank 2, bank 1, sensor 2 right there. That's also varying properly between 0 and 1 volt. So we are good. Both oxygen sensors are working properly. So that solved it. Previously, the almost brand new one, but it did not give a good voltage. And that was causing the car to really go into a panic mode and even went into a limp mode briefly. And so a lot of issues surrounding that. You know, gas mileage and engine power loss and all that stuff. So this is great. It's working. Hope you like the video. And there's tons of other videos on this particular car. So if you are interested in looking at, you know, how to change the PCV valve or the different components in this car, simple air filter changes, anything, you know, just hit the subscribe and follow me, and you will get a lot of videos with this car and similar models as well. Okay, hopefully it's helpful. I'll see you in the next video.